Hey, it's the next day. Emily joined us today. Melinda's here as well, of course. I see some stuff on hangers. What's she doing in there? Good morning, Melinda. What you doing?
Oh, getting stuff on hangers.
Oh, you're hanging?
Yeah, so we priced out all of these yesterday, so those are up. We also wanted to just make sure that these hangers are going to work. We just bought a bunch of them. And so far so good. And then I bought clips separately so you can turn, you know, any of our hangers into pant hangers, which is kind of convenient.
Clever.
Or reverse, you know, and take them off if you need more.
Nice. I like that. Flexible. Yeah. That's nice to see it all on hangers, that's for sure. So this is what's going to be pushed out into the processing room. Like we mentioned, this has been paid for yesterday. We're not going to price any more out today. We have enough. Let's go check in with Emily.
Would you like to see the process? Oh, I put these on. I put these on a hanger.
Yeah, we'll wait for you to show us the next step. I'll be in the processing room.
Sounds good.
All this needs to be on hangers too. That was from yesterday. I got another card over here.
Oh, I gotta get.
There you go.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Emily.
Hello.
Hi. Good morning. Emily and I are getting this batch done. I just spent way too long getting dog hair out of this wool jacket. So I'm doing the fun work. I'm doing some lint rolling. I'm going to do some steaming. We're going to get all this stuff done. We got some batches of activewear we want to put up as fast as possible, obviously, because it's that time of the year. We got some shoes. We don't have a great spot for shoe photography yet, so I don't know if we're going to do that today or not. And then we have some more activewear lots up here. So that's what Emily's up to. Toddie's here. That's what she's up to. Melinda's going to come and put that other rack in here somewhere, and then we're gonna slowly start getting this stuff out of boxes onto hangers. Again, the idea is to have this space dedicated to getting things ready. Once they're ready for photography, they go here and then, you know, knock them out, get them into boxes over here, move them out here into the warehouse, and go from there. I'm gonna run to the hardware in a little bit, grab some screws for those crossbars for the back of them. Got permission today from the landlord that we can anchor into the wall, which is awesome. That's very exciting because that otherwise would have been a huge challenge. So I'm gonna get a bunch of 2x4s, 36 feet of 2x4s, get them into the concrete blocks, rent a tool. I think there's a specific tool. You guys have been great with helping out and giving us all the info we need, getting that anchoring done properly with tools. I mean, there was someone on Instagram that wrote out the entire list of tools that we'll need, which is awesome. So of course I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos, make sure I know what I'm doing before I do anything, and then just knock it out. Let's live it up a little bit. Parking the pro. I'm not a pro. Good evening. First time for everything, right? This is my first time ever recording a YouTube vlog at 10 o'clock at night. Picked up enough 2x4s to get the, what do we call it? The anchoring wall ready for the racks. My dad is kind enough, he's going to join me tomorrow morning, right around 9 o'clock after I drop off Jessica for daycare at my folks'. He's going to come out and help me assemble the racking. A few people have reached out via YouTube and Instagram and gave some awesome advice on what we need to do and how to do it properly. So we're going to follow their advice, watch some YouTube videos, of course, to get some more information. But the basic idea is to create a 36-foot anchoring board about 3/4 of the way up, so about 9 feet off the ground. Drill into the cinder block that we got permission to drill into from our landlord, and then anchor each shelving unit onto that board across those 36 feet. At least for that side of the wall, that's going to work quite nice. Each one is 12 foot high, 2 feet wide, and we feel like if we put in 2 screws per about 9 foot high, that should be plenty to keep it in, you know, the same space. Plus on top of that, we don't have to really worry about them moving too much because we have 10 shelves in between each one. Plus we're going to have a cross at the back of each one to kind of stabilize it even more. So with all of that, I think that should be plenty. I wanted to start the vlog this evening just to show you that life is pretty busy overall, especially when you're running your own business. But I'm projecting that we put up at least 4 units tomorrow. It's going to be a little bit of time running back and forth, getting all the tools and bolts needed. We're gonna have to rent a compound drill to get into that concrete. After that, it should be relatively straightforward. I'll catch you guys in the morning with my dad. Morning, it's the next day. Great news, no one stole my lumber, which is nice, right? Lumber got expensive. It seems like the prices are down a little bit, at least. I'm off to drop Jessica off at my folks and then off to the warehouse. As I drop Jessica off, I pick my dad up and we're gonna go straight to Home Depot and rent some tools. Back at the warehouse, got my dad. So we got the 2x4s, we got the tool rental from Home Depot, little compound drill. We got the drill bits, the right screws. So it should be pretty straightforward. We just have to do a little bit of measuring, and we can just get started. It shouldn't be difficult. The idea is to take the 2x4s, run it all the way across, about 9 feet high. That's 12 foot. The unit itself is 12 foot. Run it basically above the doors all the way through, and then just anchor the shelves into that. Go from there. I'll update you guys once we get started.
Sliku toga bloka pa da ga okreneš da vidiš da nema.
Ne znam. First challenge, so the drill works great. The cinder block isn't very hard to drill through. However, once we drill, we weren't able to find the heavy duty part of the brick. Our thought was that this should have an outer wall, a center wall, and another outer wall. So if we did a center screw or an outer, or even through this piece or this part, the grout, that we should find enough cement to drill so we can attach. However, these holes we put in, none of them, they're all hollow. So the only other way to do it is like they did it. We thought about, hey, why don't we just use their measurements, but it doesn't fit the shelving attached to the wall. So that didn't work. Everything else is working quite fine. What they did is they used these little plastic pieces, and that's probably the way we're gonna go. Otherwise, we may look into toggle bolts because we don't really need that many and see if that works. So I'm off to the store. My dad's gonna stay back and clean some shelves while I'm out shopping. But let me show you this secret that we just discovered. Check this out. There's an additional probably 500, maybe even 1,000 square feet of space up here, and the joists are already hung. So technically, we could use that for additional storage and workspace, which is freaking awesome. There is a way to get to the furnace because we need to change the filters and whatnot, but we could potentially put a floor up here, and there's enough clearance up top to, add another 500 square feet of workspace or storage, which is pretty crazy. And there's some pretty random treasures up here, so we'll see if we can find anything worth money.
Sa ovom ravnom glavom.
Da?
Take biti treba naći.
Što? Što ima veze? Isti. So this is how they did it. It looks like, yeah, there's a piece of plastic underneath that. So that's all I have to go run to Menards or the local hardware and grab those, install them. No biggie, I'll go grab those. See you in a bit.
Hello everybody, I am at the warehouse, made it. I spent the morning listing from home. We've been sort of swapping that and listing at the end of the day, and I just didn't want to deal with that on Friday, so I put up 20 listings before I made it to the office today, and then I'm going to spend the rest of my time processing the racks of clothing that we have, so we're ready to go with photos come Monday. We should have enough to get us through the weekend, so I'm not worried about that, but it'll make it a lot smoother once the week starts. I also have a couple sales I had to get from the basement, and then I'll be pulling and packing as well.
Let me show you a pretty cool thing that my dad and I discovered. Come this way. please walk up those ladder or that ladder and check out something up there. What do you see?
Beams,
Go on. What else do you see?
pipes,
Oh, come on.
signs,
Come on.
rug.
Come
It's
on.
a cool rug back there. Are you talking about?
Come on. Look at the potential. That's floored.
Woo!
That's space.
Oh yeah,
And we could floor this. These are joists.
we sure could.
That's 1,000 square feet.
Room for expansion.
Expansion.
Yeah, no, that's cool.
Yeah, and maybe some valuables we can resell back there. I ended up finding these vinyl pieces, basically the plug anchors, so that should work. We get one of those tacked in with a hammer and then get a screw in, so we'll try that next. That worked as perfect as it could. 2 screws, it's all we really need to anchor that into that concrete. It's super stable, nice and level. We can already... We can now go ahead and take this piece that we started constructing, move it against the wall. That'll be our first one up. We'll anchor that into that 2x4 up there, and then we can start building our shelves, and within the next half hour, we should have our first shelf up. The question of the day is, how much work does one have to do to earn the right to wear Carhartt branded clothing? I say if you put up one shelf, you're allowed to wear it. What do you think? When can you wear a Carhartt? How much work? This is a big debate.
How beat up is the Carhartt?
I mean, how much work? One shelf? Did I earn it?
I mean, I don't necessarily earn it on like just this project, but you've done a lot of other stuff.
All right, I earned it. All right, so we learned a lot. We learned that it's really a pain in the butt to install the shelves when you're up high. So my dad had an idea of installing the whole thing on the floor and then just propping it up. You always want to find someone about twice your age, like this guy, and get him to help you, because the other thing he realizes that, well, we have that 2x4 up there, we need to notch some pieces down here so it's level. We measured everything. The only issue with this one is that we're only able to hold it with one screw because that's way too tight against the wall. However, when we put the next one on, it's going to clip into this one and then one more screw, and then they're going to help each other. We also put the bar in the back for stabilization. Plus, when you go 10 high or 9 high in this case, it's pretty stable. The question now we have is, do we put an end cap on top of it? Because that's only 9 shelves and we can fit one more.
I think we're all right for now.
My dad had a good point though. He said dust cover.
That was my next thing I was going to say.
Yeah, because we have extra. We have like 30, 40 extra, so yeah. Okay, super. High five.
Or rain, you know, if there's ever rain.
Yeah, yeah. I ako nešto procuri kroz, yeah. Yeah, good idea.
I think, and I told Dean I don't want to jinx this, but by reading with my eyes, I think I have found a faster solution for our internet, because when I went to go fix it, it says maximize compatibility, and it says connect using USB, and I was like, I have a USB cord for my phone, and I plugged that in, and it's been very smooth today.
Nice.
So, don't know if it's a fluke. We're gonna have to just keep testing that, but it's
Good.
been, I mean, I'm already done
Nice.
since I got here. so,
Awesome.
yeah.
Hey, just high five kind of day. That's a good high five.
And I'm using some bubble wrap that came with our warehouse. So
Are you gonna use the peanut hopper?
I'm going to.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let us know when you're
I was
ready.
gonna save that for a surprise. So way to
Nice.
ruin that.
Aw.
Jump ahead.
Sorry, that's what's sold. This is a non-working sharp unit. These things are valuable for a few reasons, but a gentleman asked if he could do 100 free shipping, and since we only paid 15, that's a yes. I'm excited for that hopper, so let me know when you're ready.
I will.
How can we? Oh, we're out.
Oh no.
No, we're
Okay,
not.
There we go. Oh man,
How convenient.
that is fun.
That is fun.
We're
I
gonna
think,
start selling hard goods again.
or fill it up with dog treats. So far, so good. Once we got that first one in, now the second one is a lot more stable. So that's going well. Probably build this one and call it a day, and then just start there. Maybe get one more up. We'll see.
to keep it at head
I
level.
know, but we got a cameraman. Let's take advantage of it. That's too far. You can come closer. Look at
It's
that.
probably a great angle for me.
I know. Look
Well,
at
I'm trying to
that.
get the shelves in the
Look at
shelf
that.
too.
Huh? Look.
I can reach up to 4 shelves without the ladder.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Very proud of it. Now you can come closer if you'd like to. Proud of the work. Obviously, always, anytime you do any sort of project, the first anything takes a lot of time because you have to use this thing.
Look what I can do.
I know. Look at that. That's pretty strong.
That's really sturdy.
Yeah,
Very
everything's
sturdy.
working really well. The only thing, like, it's still a little bit shaky. My dad recommended taking some thick wire and strapping it onto the metal beams up there. It won't be visually a thing, and it'll look really nice.
Nice.
But I just have to recruit one
Looks
person,
professional.
just one person, maybe the cameraman, my dad, or AJ, if you're listening, for tomorrow, so we can keep going.
Oh.
And we'll see, but we'll end the vlog for today, and probably continue tomorrow. Until then, we'll see you then.
Take care.
I saw this trick on the internet where you like slap your hands or like snap or something, and then like everything is done. So let's see if it works. That wasn't a good snap. There it is. Oh, it didn't work. That's the exact amount of shelves we left off with. It's Saturday. I wish I wasn't here right now, but I'm here right now. Graciously, my friend AJ has a couple spare hours, so he's gonna help me build some more shelves. I'm really proud of our accomplishments so far. I think I already mentioned that in this video, but I'm gonna keep mentioning it because this is a pretty big achievement to go from selling a graphing calculator once on eBay to now getting this business up and running. You know, we're proud of it. We're proud of our achievements, and we should be proud of our achievements. A lot of people, again, are worried about these doors. I'm not too worried about them because all of this is going to be the back end of boxes. So that'll cover all the view. I'm not concerned about that at all. A lot of people have worried about these being emergency exits. These are not emergency exits. Based off of some comments from the last YouTube video, the emergency exit is right there. It's clearly lit as an exit and one all the way up front. By code, we're all set. These we actually don't even have the keys for, and the landlord doesn't have the keys for them because, you know, several businesses ago, this was all in different orientations, this was rebuilt, etc. So these doors don't even open. You have to smash the glass to get through. So I'm not concerned with it. If somebody peeks in and sees a bunch of back ends of cardboard boxes, and if they really want to break in, good luck to them. They can't break in. Even if they break this glass, they can't get through because this is going to be mounted to the wall. So yeah, no concern. You know, this is why we have business insurance, right? Anyways, we're going to hop on in, get our hands dirty, put up a few more shelves. I have the tool rental until tomorrow. Hopefully we can get at least the 2x4s done all the way through. That means we have to move some shelving, but that way I can get that tool back to Home Depot, and I don't have to rent it anymore. And then, you know, all the other tools I already have on hand, so I'm not too concerned with it. Anyways, I'll update you in a bit on our progress. This is for YouTube.
I was going to say something inappropriate.
Don't say anything inappropriate. That's AJ.
Hello.
Say something inappropriate.
Here to help out our friend in need,
A friend in need, for sure.
and should be a good day.
That's not inappropriate at all. Thanks, AJ. There's been a lot of high fives in this video, so there's another one. It's coming along really well. Just wanted to give some words of encouragement to anyone watching. This may seem overwhelming and may seem like a lot, but like anything in life, just break it down into pieces. That's the advice that I want to give you in this video. It may seem impossible. You may think I'll never get there. All of that might be running through your head. You know, how can they do this? How come I can't? Just think about it one step at a time and make a plan and just keep working towards that plan. That's the only way to do it. There are no shortcuts in this. I can't snap my finger and everything is done and reorganized. It's just work. A little bit of work, a little bit of positivity. A friend that's singing while he's walking out of the bathroom always helps. But just keep going and keep at it. It's going really smooth so far. We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 total built. We got 3 more to go. I don't, for sure one more. We got this one ready to go, quality inspected by AJ. We got the 2x4s done, so we don't have to worry about that anymore. I can return that tool, and we can for sure fit 2 more until we get there, so we might have to restack to finish it. I'm not quite sure. Look at him. Look how happy he is. Just walking around. I think we'll do, once we finish at least one more, is get all of these old inventory boxes off the ground and onto the shelves temporarily, just to kind of open up more space, because we're going to have a lot of extra pieces. And I'm thinking right off the bat that they're going to go up there, because we're not using the mezzanine right now and they're relatively lightweight. They can just rest on the joists without any issue. And then shelving wise, I really don't know what I'm going to do with them now. Eventually, they're going to go into storage. We did the rough math, and it's about 3,800 articles of clothing that can fit on 9 racks. Roughly, if you do 12 pieces on average per box, 4 box per shelf, times 9 units, it's like 3,888 if I remember my math correctly. Anyhow, back at it. So a happy face, because we got 9 units in, not all the way to the top, because we kind of shot ourselves in the foot in the beginning. Hey AJ. We stacked these. If you watched a few videos ago, we had to hand unstack all of this, but we got in our own way because there's not enough clearance here to get the ladder through, so we cannot put up the top, but we did get the 2x4s all the way across. That's nice and secured. And so each one of these units, as you can kind of see up there, each unit gets screwed into that board for stabilization. And these are nice and sturdy, except for the ones in the back, obviously, because they haven't been screwed into the wood. Next up, we're gonna clean up some of the bottom shelves and maybe construct some boxes just to see, just to kind of fill it in. These are the boxes that go up there, so we'll play a little bit with that and we'll sign off. I think that's enough. Extremely happy with the progress. Just a few more shelves to go before we can, get all of these cleaned up. That'll probably be next week. Get all the boxes made up and start rehauling the entire inventory system. We'll definitely vlog all of that so you guys can see our progress and see what we're doing. We're going to do some derivative of how Chris at Daily Refinement did his. Something like that, but definitely a lot of thinking and planning to do. Appreciate you guys as always. On your way out, if you can hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We appreciate your support as always, and we'll definitely see you in the next one. Take care.